Let's stick to the topic. I'ma tell you niggas when to drop shit. Doing all the talking make a nigga like me nauseous, so stop it. Find me courtside designer on my outfit. Sitting at the Braves, our bosses in the cockpit. You know the Zen is my regimen. I got a lot to say, damn nigga, I need a vent. I'm in my element, this beat shit irrelevant. Insulting my intelligence. Chosen nigga, I'm heaven sent. Oh. I'm poppin', I'm poppin', I'm poppin', I'm poppin', I'm poppin', I'm poppin', I'm poppin'.
Hello, everybody. I am Brandon Victrum. I am your host of the Set It Off ATL Season 2, Episode 3, Watch With Us Live. And tonight we're going to have the one and only Marciano King of Set It Off ATL, as well as the one and only London Gordon of Set It Off ATL. So sit back and let us entertain y'all. So y'all just be ready to have a good time, okay? So, Marcy,
Oh,
London, how y'all doing?
good
Great,
you.
yes.
I'm good. I'm good. Um, so we're on episode 3, y'all. So it's been a journey, and we finally have gotten here. How does everybody feel so
Yes.
far?
Go ahead,
Episode
Marciano.
3. Yep. Hey, so far we're doing our damn thing. I really enjoy watching episode 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, I think come on now, set it off.
What's a highlight for you from episodes 1 and 2? What?
So my highlight for especially one, just seeing myself interacting and just being more vocal. I love
Mhm.
it. I love it. You know, at first I'm like, oh, I don't like my voice. I don't like the way I look on, the screen or whatever. But I did my thing. I'm doing my thing. Yeah.
Okay. London, and what about you? You got any highlights from episodes 1 and
I
2?
feel like I just been carrying air. I was playing. I was playing.
You've been
No, I,
carrying.
I really
Absolutely.
feel like I've been nervous every episode that came out.
Why?
Mainly because you never know how everything plays out as far as like what scene you will see.
Okay.
So when I was like, oh my god, like tonight I was like Kaylee's event when she had the whole uh comedy show
Mm-hmm.
and she won and everything, and they called me up on the stage like that. Like, but I really feel like so far I have did a lot of barriers, break a lot of things. First time, little version things been going on this season.
Okay. Well, we're definitely going to get into you getting on stage at the comedy show in today's most recent episode. So let's just go back really fast. Let's just touch on a few things that we saw in the first episode. So were either of you at either one of the 3 infamous pool parties?
Uh
I
the
was.
3, the 4, the 5, the 5th, the 6. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all were there. So tell us y'all's perspective of how everything went down.
Well, that was the key. I
Okay.
enjoyed myself for one. We was at the rooftop. I thought I was giving what I need to give at the rooftop. That lasted only 2 seconds. Uh, and I could say the third location was at a condo in Marietta. Uh-huh.
Why the
Because we was
quotation
at a
marks?
condo, bitch. And
Why the quotation marks? The condo, isn't it just the
I
condo?
mean,
What?
that's what was said that we was at a condo.
Okay, but you're putting the quotation marks. I'm asking you why you're doing it.
Because said person said condo at their
Oh, okay.
condo, their pool house, and I that was what 0.0 seconds there as well, but I did
Hmm.
enjoy myself with the girls, and then the third location,
You just already
it was
said third
cute.
already.
With the cold cuts and all. I enjoyed the cold cuts. I
Come on,
did.
cold cut.
I did. I did.
Yes, come on, cold
It's
cut.
when I tell you it was an experience that Lux Pleasures brought.
That it was an experience.
Definitely an experience. To me, it was. I believe the scamming situation. I don't want to say anybody did all that, but I do definitely feel like getting back to the game is probably a different ball game than it was, not a long time ago. But well, what you did, and while you quit, did it break from? I mean, in the city you was in and everything. So to me, it was just like, oh my god, okay, I'm spending more gas and and money, but for me, I wouldn't ask for a refund or anything like that, mainly
At
because
all.
it is what it is. I gave you money, I support it at the end of the day. I mean, I'm not happy, then I have to move around, but at the end of it was a good experience. I had fun.
Okay. All
I
right.
want to piggyback on that too because we all paid, the Set It Off crew paid. But we supported something and just supporting another black business, especially a brother. I wouldn't even ask for my refund either. I mean, everybody that probably got their refund. They got their cold cuts, they had fun. So, yeah.
I think he only said
What do you have to say, Linda?
So I was thinking he only said a few people got refunds. I don't know who it was. I know my bitch said she's gonna bus will definitely ask for a refund back. Period.
Absolutely.
It wasn't given the aesthetic it was given, and I respect what she got from. But he said, like, I don't know who the other person was.
Okay. Well, were either of you at Terrence's viewing party for Wish?
Yes.
Okay.
You was there,
How was that?
Marciano? I was
Bitch, I say I did not show up, but I do. And I enjoyed myself.
Okay.
I always enjoy like a lot of Terrence productions that he's in. I really, really, really like his characters, and he can act. I love me some Terrence. Even though we don't really chill like that, but Terrence acts his ass off.
Okay, London, what do you think of it?
I love Terrence's character. I love how he carried himself in the movie and everything like that. Like who he was, it kind of almost mirrored me how he is sometimes when he's a little tipsy. But like he be more hype, you know what I'm saying? But like sometimes, yeah, that's a true actor. I'll tell you that. That's a true motherfucking actor.
Okay. So were both of you guys at Kaylee's comedy show, the first comedy show that she did for her birthday? Were y'all there?
I was the late bitch, but I was there.
You bitch, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show the fuck up. That was good. I was too busy staring at the host.
Me too, Checker. That host
thing right there. It was like, what's that? Hey, excuse me, sir. What's that?
He knew what he was doing.
What did I miss? Like, what are y'all referring to?
That thing.
I don't know what either one of y'all are talking about, but okay.
When it do this
and grow.
Can y'all just say what y'all saying? Because I don't know what y'all saying.
The dick.
Oh, okay. Like I'm like this and this. Like what is all
professional girl? That's friend. That's girl. That's when the ball up like that around the balls.
So it was long. It was longer than that though. It was longer than that.
Y'all are a mess. So at the end, after her comedy show, Kaylee went outside and she spoke with DeLon about her trans experience, and then she also told the story about meeting her dad for the first time as a trans woman. How did y'all feel seeing that?
I never knew that about her. I guess this is where you learn more about people as we go on this journey and everything. Honestly, it was like, damn, I did not know that. And you never feel like I took him for what it was, who she was, exact, like, explaining about her dad and everything. Like that was something I was like, oh wow, because to me, I felt like my dad didn't so much accept me, or he was kind of like, yeah, maybe he was more like he wanted me to say it at the time, but to me it was just more of something that it really was something that touched me. So, and it obviously like something that she had to deal with because and it was a good experience. I mean, Like, he said to her, at least you're not looking like a fool. That to me was like, bitch, you slaying it for
You
what
can
the
do
fuck
whatever
you
you
did.
want.
You do whatever you do, or you who you are. The fuck. So yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna start this segment of the show where we move into
Oh,
a tad bit of shade. Is somebody
Yeah.
echoing? Did somebody turn their phone on? Because I hear echo. London, you look guilty.
very
Thank
guilty.
you. Okay, so Marciano, you were the originator of the shade of the season when you took Chauncey on a tour of his current apartment and y'all had a conversation about the newbies, the new cast members. What was going through your mind at that time when y'all were having that conversation?
Because I knew where it was going to head. And I like to keep it up. When I'm around the girls, that's something that people are going to see now. When I'm around the girls, that I feel so, I know these girls and, not scared like I was before. I just like keep it up. So, but I just knew that one particular person I needed to ask. And I just wanted to get it out. And that's what it gave.
Okay. So when he said
No,
that
let's back.
Jay,
Okay, never mind.
when he said that
Insert.
Jay was a JT replacement, what was going through your mind?
I lost it, but I did hear that before, but you know me, I don't like to keep it up. Like, I don't keep it up like that because
Oh well, we're gonna keep it up
that
now. So
conversation. No,
you
listen.
heard
The reason why I'm going with it, that conversation was between him, this other person, and myself, and I kept it.
oh, okay, so
I
here we go.
kept it until he brought
Who
it up on the camera.
who is
Till
the
he brought
other
it up on the
person?
camera. Huh?
Who is the other person?
I'm not gonna get that person's name out.
Here we go.
Here she go.
Here we go. Everybody want to be on reality. Everybody
I'm
wants to be on
waiting.
reality TV, but don't never put names on anything. That's something I would never understand. Okay, so Chauncey was
She put it like this. She
Cha-
gave me a cease and desist, so I can't give her that.
girl. Anyway, y'all can't even spell cease and desist. Chauncey was having a conversation with you and an imaginary
I can
person.
spell it, girl.
And so, whenever y'all had that conversation with the imaginary person, you brought up the fact of the new people because you knew Chauncey was going to say what he said about Jay. Okay. All right. So that
Yes.
wasn't technically your first time hearing that. Okay.
No.
London, what do you think about
And
this?
you know what? I was not the first person in that little circle when we were talking about it. It got to it did get to London and it got to some other girls. Cause
Girl, I think you're going a little ahead of yourself. We're going to
I'm
get
just
there.
saying.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
saying.
All right. So, London, when you saw that on the screen, how did you feel?
First of all, I want to back it up to when the hell did I tell you I want to be at a lease signing? When I wanted to go to a lease signing. Y'all don't remember that? That the conversation between him and Liam? That I called you and said I wanted to come to
Call
his
me?
lease signing. Yeah.
When was
We
this?
get to it. I'm getting ahead of myself. You're right, Brandon. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I'm so lost
How
at this point.
I felt, we'll get to it. We'll get to it if you bring it up.
Okay.
So how I felt about it was it kind of took me back because it was like, damn, here we go again. Another, and honestly, I can't even tell if is it for the cameras or not. Is because honestly, I almost want to say like it was kind of like random for him to say that this about this person that I ain't never really had seen them have a conversation at Terrence thing, So I'm like, this is weird that he would actually say that about her. But you know what I'm saying? But only thing I was like, okay, because they both start with a J or what? Because I didn't want to compare because like this person's not around. Like, why are we doing this already? Like, it was technically everything was brought up. He was the first person to bring this person up ever on this whole season. So so it just kind of was like, dang, here we go. But I guess That was the topic of discussion, right?
So are you saying that was brought up at Terrence's viewing party to
Huh?
amongst the group?
I felt like, let's reference that because I think when we going back to, because I think that's the one thing that Chauncey did say that kicked it off anything for everything to get going to where it was going from there. Like that, apparently he said that was the first time JT was brought up. And I'm like, no one brought up, but I actually think maybe she was brought up, but I don't know who brought her up. But
Okay, moving along.
oh, we moving along. Okay.
Yeah, because it was just like I don't know what y'all are talking about at this point.
We
But
talking
okay,
about at okay, go
it's
ahead.
okay. It's okay. London. After that, we see your nephew, cousin. I'm trying to remember.
Cousin.
Your cousin had just
Yeah.
graduated from a HBCU. Congratulations to him for that.
Yes. Yeah.
Like give us a little more insight into that moment for you. How was that experience?
To me, I get, and his name is Travis. We call him Richard, because I always call him my middle name anyway. But I've met him as a baby. Like I was probably like, I don't 6, 7, or 8, holding him, always could make him laugh and everything when he was younger. No one else could even not laugh at anybody else. So growing up and like going through life, experience life, moving from Chicago to Minnesota, then still keeping up with him and seeing him growing up every time I visit. It's really an accomplishment to see a Black man graduate from college in the field of psychology and want to do more and want to be more. So to me, I'm just happy to see more graduates keep coming through the family from a line of graduates that, you know, we didn't have earlier in our whole family line. So to see the younger generation graduating, and that's what our family is about, is education is the biggest thing to me.
That's good. That's good. Later on in that same scene, we saw you sit down with your mom to speak about um the fact that you were adopted, but not from, as you said, not from strangers. You were adopted
Right.
from family members.
Mhm.
At what age? I don't know if we heard that. At what age did she adopt you?
I want to say maybe 1 or 2.
Okay, wow.
Maybe, yeah, like maybe
Baby.
she had me as a technically since 3 to 4 months, but at one time I was staying with my grandmother on my mom's side, and a couple relatives then until things went bad, and then my mom had to go through the whole court system you know to basically raise me. So
Hmm.
I always remember, only thing I could fathomably remember is me sitting on like the top of the judge desk, and my
The
mom sitting
podium.
right there, sitting at the podium, and my mom standing right there, and the lady asked me, "Who is this woman?" And I said, "That's my mom." And that's all I do. I remember memories of people. I just couldn't place them because people as a young age, they hold that information back from you and
Hmm.
don't say, so you kind of gotta piece it on your own. Like this guy keep telling me call him dad, why this cousin tell me I'm his brother, and so kind of stuff like that. So
Okay.
Mm.
So we're gonna go ahead and move on into the next scene. The next scene for me was chaotic. I know we kind of touched on it at the beginning of this lab, but we're gonna dive into it a little bit more. The day that we all arrived to the rooftop for the
right.
pool party, like it for me, I know how it was for me when I first got there, and the woman said we weren't allowed to go upstairs and all that kind of stuff. Like I'd already knew about all that kind of stuff. But Lyndon, you touched on that in your confessionals that you spoke with a woman at the front desk, and she was said pretty much the same thing, that we're not supposed to go up there. But how did you end up upstairs?
Bitch, because I'm that hoe.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in. Then I'm gonna get in. So what it was given was, to me, I didn't know, it was no clear direction on how to get into the space we need to get into.
Absolutely.
The instructions that we got prior to getting there was accurate, but it
Mhm.
was like, okay, well, where the hell do you go from there? What guy's going to meet you? Whatever, you know, I'm thinking somebody going to be down there ready for it, but everything is fob in. So when I went to the front desk before I even start doing, you know, following other people, um, they was like, I went to front desk. I'm hearing somebody talking about lux pressures, this and that. Are you familiar with that? And she said she didn't know what was going on. So I'm hearing her saying, "Oh, nothing's going on upstairs. What are you talking about? All this and all that." So I asked her, "How do you get to the pool?" That's the only thing I asked her. So she said, "Okay, go up to the second floor or go up the parking ramp on the second floor. Go up this and someone boom boom all this." So the guy so happened, the guy who he was written from let me in the building. We in the elevator together. I know what he looks like.
Okay.
So we get up there. He let me into the gate and everything. I mean the gate, but like you know the door to get up to the actual
Top
pool.
floor.
And I'm going to walk around the pool. I see where everybody at. I give hugs and everything. And then that bitch came up there and shut that shit down. When
All the
I
way
tell
down.
you, that's how you shut some shit down. I
And she
heard her
had
just say
old
she
girl
ain't
with
shut
her.
no shit down. She ain't shut no shit down. So that shit took me out.
She meant business, bitch.
Woo!
That wig. Did you see that door wig she
Yeah.
had on?
Did you see that? Did you see how her homegirl, who bigger than almost everybody out there,
About to get
was
tossed
like,
over.
"No, you not gonna do that. You not gonna do that." And almost like this, why I know I've grown because I'm like, "Bitch, we not gonna do this the first. We not gonna do this the first thing. We not gonna. I'm not about to beat this big ass nigga up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this right. We're gonna have some understanding." And I didn't have to do nothing because the bartender had it all down.
Bottles and all, bitch.
I swear to God, body down.
All right. So moving a little further into episode 2, we see Liam invites over Tony and Terrence to have a conversation about the fact that he may feel depressed and he may not have he can't access the creativity inside of him. Have either of you ever went through a phase of depression or lost your creative juices, and how did you navigate through
Yeah. Yeah. Last year, whoa. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that went on with me last
that?
year.
Okay.
And I had to try to find a way to create, you know, and direct myself. I had to map it out. I had to remap things out, especially for my business, because I lost a lot of things last year.
Hmm.
Hmm. So I had to go back to the blackboard. I had to have some things out. But mental illness is so real, you guys, especially in our community. And when I say my community, I'm talking about my black
You know, yeah,
community.
you already know because we
You
come from
know,
the
and
same ballpark. You know what I'm saying? So I exactly know what you're talking about. Like
yeah.
mental health. I'm currently,
And I keep a lot of stuff in.
yeah.
I keep a lot of stuff in. You shouldn't do that, because
Mhm.
it's just me. But yeah.
But the whole thing is that we got to stop saying what we should not do, and we definitely need to get everyone on accord to say and you think Shantika from y'all learned from last season with Shantika that it's okay to say you're not okay.
Hmm.
Right.
Because one thing you don't want to do is push someone to the edge, and something happens. That's how people get
Mm.
into suicide, getting suicidal, or I think that explains some people just bat crazy too, but it's also that other side of, this is how you stop mental health by meeting the person where they're at and not condemning them because they're not the same as you.
Absolutely. And just to piggyback on that, when you say someone committed suicide, I had a young guy that was one of my residents, and he was, about to get evicted, right? And he was already going through so much. He had a girlfriend that had him on drugs. It was just so crazy. He didn't know where he's gonna go. His family came down if he didn't want no help. And in the day that he's supposed to get evicted, you guys, guess what happened? He hung himself. He hung himself.
You know what? And just to look, we're gonna be piggyback bitches. Okay. Let me tell you something. I literally was working at a hotel. I think it was like 2014. I was working at a hotel, and this guy I would see every day. His mama would come in every day, and she used to work at a gas station, a corporation of it, whatever. But you know, she comes down frequently and say, "Oh, my key doesn't work." I'm like, "Okay," and redo your key, and she go back up there. She go on, my key doesn't work, like normal. I go ahead and give her a key. She go upstairs. She come back down like, my key doesn't work. I said, okay. I rekeyed it, gave it back to her. She came down the second time. I said, girl, we gonna go up there. I'm gonna have to manual key. So we get up there, and I try to open up with the manual key. It won't crank open. So I'm like cranking it like this. So as I open it up, I see like somebody hanging from the sprinkler that hangs out the wall. I kicked the door down. I told her to call 911. I timed down. He looked like a rag doll. And that was the first time I ever seen anything like that. Like, so that really changed my whole life of thinking like that shit is crazy, because he'd smile at me every day. I would talk to him, hey, you know, have a conversation. So if you hurting, you could have told me you was hurting. You know, and some people don't feel comfortable tell like the receptionist or tell the hotel clerk or tell the janitor, you know, tell the teacher, whatever, that I'm mentally hurting. I'm mentally drowning.
Yeah.
Well,
it's real.
For anyone who may be going through such an experience, I just recommend them trying to speak with someone, finding local resources.
Reach
I
out to
know
me.
it's easier said than done dealing with those types of things, but you're here for a reason, okay? And there's plenty of people who need you and rely on you. So, okay. Moving forward, London.
Yes.
So we see you auditioning.
What?
We see you auditioning
Yes.
for Spellbound, which is a production that Delon is a part of. Give us a little insight onto that.
Did you get your script?
On the audition?
Yeah, on the audition. That's what we saw.
Okay, yes. Okay, I did get a script. A script. You got to say script. I did get a
Okay.
script. You know, the audition was like fun for me. I always be myself when it comes to certain. I think sometimes it could mess you up on certain things with certain people if they don't know you. I think it was only that good because I knew them. I felt comfortable with with Delon, and I met the other people that was there as well. That are also in the Spellbound 2024. So which the Instagram page is out to look up Spellbound. I do feel that this whole thing was a great thing for me, like a boundary, a passing something that is a goal to me. Being able to act, knowing that this is something I want to do, so I really enjoyed it, and Homegirl didn't do a good job, period. But
Who is Homegirl?
Christian.
Is that why they didn't get a script?
No, he got a script.
Oh, okay.
Why do you why do you feel like Christian didn't do a good job?
I'm just talking shit really in real life. I mean, I do feel like he can act, I do feel like sometimes he might not be in the headspace at that time to be acting at that point in time, because like, it wasn't like he was everywhere, but he kind of wasn't really giving like how he could give, like I've seen him do before. So
okay, all right. Well, you know me, I'm all about just moving along. We're about to go into the
come on, move along.
to the next moment is when we saw Terrence having a sip and see, and we saw a special appearance from one of the models by the name of London.
Oh, I was
So
there.
you were there. So how was that? How was that? And explain to us in your opinion on how you got involved in that project.
I feel that, again, being a ambitious person, That I kept saying to Terrence, like, oh, he got a fashion show coming. I said, oh, girl, I'm be one of the models. And I guess he just thought that he must have just thought that I was playing or something like that. And I don't really, I might laugh, but I'm like really serious. So sometimes somebody take that I'm joking and I'm really not joking. So the day of, I came in that hole and I asked him, I said, where's my outfit? He said, no, stop, I gotta get stuff together and stuff like that. I said, no, girl, I'm serious. Where's my shit? And she gave me a whole outfit together and I did that. My legs looked cute. But that was about it. Mm-hmm.
Marciano, have you purchased any of Terrence's Suavity products?
Oh,
I
Miss
have not,
E, she
but I
said the
sure
cat's coming.
will. I have not, but I am going to support.
Okay.
I did receive the gift though from Terrence.
Okay.
I did.
What you receive? Oh, the shirt.
The cat's calling me out. Oh, why they calling me out?
Hey, talk to us, y'all. All right, we're here. Okay. All right. London, you invited the cast members over to a probate for an all-female fraternity. It
Mm-hmm.
appears that some of the cast thought that they were there to see you do a probate. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes. I guess I don't get why they thought that because I didn't introduce it as like, hey, come to my organization probate. If it was really giving it, girl, the girls, it would have been a lot more girls there. No shade to them because at the same time, I love the Greek unity, and that's what it was all about. It was very intimate, and I love that about them. Like, just like it brings me back to college when they had one person on the line to maybe 50 or 60 girls online.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoyed like
emphasis, child.
yes, showing the support to supporting them because to hear Studman, it kind of turned me on. I was like, Studman, come and look the cute. And I'm like, girl, what's going on, girl? What's Atlanta doing to me? But so it was really giving what it was giving. So it wasn't my probate. We came there and strutted down like we needed to, me and my frat brother, Centrail.
I would have came through.
Yeah, we did that.
Okay. So now we are going to move forward into the mess of episode 3. I think we done kind of touched base on episode 1 and 2 long enough. So now, London.
Well, I was talking me. You've been saying London first this whole motherfucking time, girl.
Because you keep up the mess. You keep up the mess.
Don't he keep up the mess?
It does.
Nothing.
So episode 3 starts with the continuation of the conversation after the probate, where Jay asked you how was everything going on with you and Chauncey, and you went into a little.
It was being messy.
You think Jay was being messy? I don't think Jay was being
messy. Just because I don't know, like it's like random why she asked that, but it was like, girl, you gonna ask me, girl? I love a real bitch to just come out the blue like bitch.
Because it was watching.
What's going on with you and Chauncey, bitch?
Well, she said her reason for asking was that she knew that you both were friends, so she was just asking to see.
That's why I just be talking
where y'all were at the time. But at the time, you said that Chauncey is the type of person that he can't. If I don't want to quote you. Okay. You said that he can't face it or deal with things.
Mm-hmm. Those are like people. It's like two different people. Like they could deal with things and they can't deal with things, and it's like the wrong time for Chauncey to deal with anything. It wasn't the right time. Me saying on that episode that we need to have a conversation because due to his recent events in his life, I think it wouldn't have been an appropriate time anyway at that time. Mm-hmm. So to me, it was just like he don't really take account. Like if he take his accountability that was taken at that time, but we can't move forward as like getting to being back to what we was or friends because it's always that weird kind of thing lingering. Like I call him and hit him up and kind of dry and texting and all that. I text him and I feel like I'm doing more texting and the more the response. I'm out of it, so it kind of takes me out trying to like communicate with him. So I just learned to be cordial and just go with the flow.
So is that how y'all are now? You just cordial and you just go with the flow? Okay. Moving along then.
Okay.
We
We are
also
going with the
see,
flow. That's what we're gonna do. It's the growth.
okay,
Oh,
so
come on, Jay.
within that conversation, we also see that Kaylee makes mention of the fact that Jay may be having something going on with a member of production. Um,
I need
uh-huh.
my 500.
And then immediately after that in the conversation, you also state, London, that you've heard that yourself. So what is going on here? We're hearing that Kaylee, she's new. She's hearing that Jay has something going on with production. You're hearing that Jay has something going on with production. What is going on?
They
What's
flirt a little
happening?
bit.
I think what was going on is that I'm hearing. I can't remember if I heard the news first from Kaylee or if I heard it already, but apparently it was a unfilmed situation. This is what I was told.
Mm-hmm.
It's always an
It was
unfilmed
like
situation.
dancing, a little flirting and stuff like that. And it could have been, a little libations, involved and all of that and this and that. So, I just felt like, it was, going with the flow, but ain't really nothing really happened apparently. But that's
Marciano, do
kind of
you
what it
feel
was. So I was like, if
Marciano,
something is going on, I want my money. I mean, y'all
Marciano,
money. But
you feel like something's going on, Marciano?
I don't feel like anything is going on, but I know when they are around, it's a little flirtatious.
and she said, "Where's the footage?"
But yeah, I see a
I
little
love a
flirting
bitch
going
like
on.
that, bitch.
So I want to know, London, who told you that Jay was fraternizing with production? Because you did say you heard it.
Yeah, I heard from Kaylee.
Okay, so Kaylee is bringing it up to Jay that she heard that, and then you're agreeing with the fact that you heard that, but it came from the person
Yeah.
who's saying it.
Yeah. No, I was playing. No, I don't know where I heard
Oh,
it from, but it just was given the how they was. It was my own kind of investigation I gave, where it was like, yeah, I could see that happening.
hmm. Okay. Okay.
But
Y'all ain't really
Kaylee confirmed it for me though.
okay. Y'all ain't
She
really giving
definitely
me
like, yeah,
much
bitch,
tonight,
yeah,
but
you see
okay.
me.
I'm gonna let y'all have it since y'all playing coy tonight. Okay, so we just gonna
Okay.
keep on moving along. So y'all
Continue watching
saw.
the season.
Period.
So
You shall
next up
see it
we
on film soon.
okay. Next up we see Terrence and Liam where Terrence is working on his Suavity commercial and Liam was working on the cover for his book. What do y'all think of that? How was that?
I love that motherfucking book. Boy, pull your motherfucking pants. I mean, that's not MF is not in it. Okay, boy, pull your pants up. You know, was amazing book. Like you could go back to it, relate to it, all that. So definitely, I love to see. I thought that was a cover that he always had. So when actually seeing the season, I was like, oh, that was new. These are new laid up books, boxed out distribution and all that. So it kind of gave everything, gave very professional. So I commend Liam for that.
Marciano?
I really didn't see that part of the scene, to be honest with you.
She wasn't
Uh,
watching.
I was watching bits and pieces, but I do see the dynamics between Lim and Terrence. Yeah.
okay. Y'all are really not giving me much of nothing to
I'm
work
giving you
with tonight.
enough.
But okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're
I
about
just
to
want to see what
watch.
that do with the skin. Who was
Need to change back and replace it.
huh?
Okay. So we are about to watch the scene.
No. Go ahead.
We're about to watch a scene from the episode tonight where Christian invited over Chauncey, Liam, and Kaylee to assist him with his podcast. And then afterwards, we'll talk a little bit about it.
So what we're doing tonight is we're gonna do a bedroom candy product demonstration. We're gonna go through and do a head talk seminar. I've invited my girl Miss Kaylee Too Funny and my boy Chauncey to work behind the scenes, and Lim, one of also a good friend that is an author, to help just be guests on the podcast.
So who all coming?
You know that already be shady, and then yesterday was some more shade about the food party.
Who all coming?
Liam's gonna come so he can talk about his book, and Chauncey's gonna come so he can help me with the setup and the aesthetics of the podcast.
Oh, both
So,
of them.
yeah, we might pull Chauncey on camera today. What you think? I'm gonna start my big live today too.
You might do what?
I'm gonna start my big live.
You might pull who on camera?
Chauncey.
I thought it was. Oh, he not the way.
He's supposed to be helping with the aesthetics of it.
But not on camera?
So I had heard about the history between, him and Liam before I was invited into the group, you know what I mean? Special delivery. So, so before I actually knew what was going on, I knew what was going on. So
I got a phone call from Christian, and he wants me to be a part of his podcast because I have decided to re-release my book, Boy Pull Your Pants Up, and he wanted me to come on the podcast and talk about it. So I was like, all right, cool. Good to see you.
Is it?
I mean, unbeknownst to me, Chauncey shows up, and I'm like, wait, I did not know that he was coming. And I'm like, well, why is he here?
Sure, because I don't be knowing. How you been?
I mean, all right.
How's it going?
Chauncey, why do you keep asking me about?
I was surprised. I was surprised. I didn't know. I had no idea that y'all.
What is the problem?
There's no problem. I just didn't know. I was surprised.
But you have a whole man, so why does it matter?
No more. I mean, I'm single now, so I mean, it could happen, right? Technically. Don't you got one?
I do not.
Oh, you don't?
Right.
Damn. What happened?
No, we're good. We just both got a lot going on. And we just want to focus on that though. Yeah. So do you want to fuck Chauncey?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, we can make that happen. Alright. Because Jesus. How come you miss London's situation?
What do I need to get there for? London don't fuck with me.
Oh.
I'm just saying, I mean, in my...
I thought y'all were friends.
So now, it's like, okay, well, I don't really fuck with you because I don't like people that's like moving funny. I don't do that shit. That shit is weird to me, so. He told Marciano, I just moved. He told Marciano that he wanted to come to my, the signing of like my lease. And I'm just like, okay, you didn't hit me up. Yeah, Marciano. It's my place.
Damn, okay. Wow.
And nobody sees that, but see, I'm the type of person where I'm not just gonna sit there and completely throw somebody, under the bus. Unfortunately, y'all got to see, the aftermath of what happened through the group chat, but y'all didn't see the shit behind the scenes. I don't know. You need to. I don't fucking know. He can do whatever he wants. I mean, I ain't got no issues with him, but I can't rock with you like that because when my back was against the wall, you were supposed to be there for me like I was there for you. You was, oh, okay, well, I see both sides, but then you're telling me something different. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Well, come on, let's go on inside.
Don't act like you don't like it.
Oh, I was coming to get down again.
Okay. So apparently that's where we see where Chauncey brings up the fact that London wanted to come to the signing of his lease, but he did not let Chauncey know that he wanted to come to the signing of the lease. He let Marciano know that he wanted to come to the signing of the lease. Okay.
And
right,
that
so-
is, you know what? That is facts. That is facts. Because, you know, you and I talked about it, London, and we talked about it at the meeting. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. When you were sitting right next to me.
Miss Eve, it was at the beginning of that conversation.
That was that day.
The mean that he was there.
Uh-huh.
He already signed his lease by that time. Say it to me with a straight face, bitch. That nigga already signed his motherfucking lease, bitch. So for me, I didn't think to come to a lease signing unless it was a lease signing to his new storefront of Musk Labs. Like that's I would definitely call you or call him and support him. I would definitely get that, call him at that moment, because that's something that I wanted to be there to support him at. But I wouldn't think to be at his, or to want to be at his lease signing of his you know, sickening apartment.
Very sickening.
It got granite countertops and all that, island and all that shit. It's cute.
Stainless steel appliances.
It comes with a microwave. It comes with a microwave. So, Marciano, ask the question for me. Do your apartments come with microwaves?
They do. Where you getting at?
Already built in?
Yes.
As it.
Oh, Dad, you're trying to be messy, honey.
No. I'm not really messy. I'm trying to ask a question.
It does.
Okay.
But when you have a different type of apartment, it may not be attached.
Okay.
Funny.
All right.
Funny.
Well, we're gonna move along into where we get to see where Kaylee and put London's name into the list to participate in the comedy show.
Bring the wing on stage. How about no greasy ass microphone and shit? That was a part of the joke. He gonna eat and tell a joke. What kind of shit is this? At church. You know what? Did he swipe this greasy ass on them black pants? On my black pants. Here, man. Good luck.
Good morning, everybody.
Kaylee ass set my ass up. I really feel like she set me up.
I ain't working at this time. Give it to me, shit. Bills paid. I gotta get my bills paid and everything anyway. Thank you, Katie 240 for signing me up for this shit.
I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
Your man did.
No, I ain't got no man here. How's everybody doing tonight? This is my very first time on stage, so you know. I'm used to being in the streets, sucking dick and shit, you know, but I take this sabbatical right now. I'm gonna be working at 9 to 5. You gotta stop doing that shit, you know? When you in church, you gotta stop doing that shit, you know? You can't be out here doing that shit. That's not godly. Okay? But it's a certain thing called relapse. Look into it. Okay? So other than that, you know, I'm gonna cut my time out now because I'm gonna fuck my one more.
And I actually thank her for doing that, because at the end of the day, I never knew, you know, she was right about just getting out there. When you just get out there, you never know. Now I'm like hungry to develop more and to present more, and just be a better comedian as a beginner, I guess.
There was a lot of people who got high numbers, but we're going to give it to one person for tonight. So, based off her numbers and what she saw on the screen, gotta give it to Katie Too Funny, everybody.
Cash money. One place only. First place. Exactly. I did not do that. I did not do that.
It was cute though. Girl, let me on that stage, girl.
Because I told you, you had to get out there.
Yeah.
You have to get out there, and like now, only thing you have to do is structure. But I told you before you went there, just go, and you did that.
You had fun.
I'll eat
my chicken wing right on that motherfucking stage.
You should have.
But that's you. Take a risk, and he did amazing. It's like he had been on stage before. He was very comfortable with the stage. I was from the audience. I was screaming, trying to give him a few topics to talk about, because I know, like, sometimes if you have participation from the audience, it changes the tone. It makes you feel a little bit more comfortable. So that's what I was trying to do, but he didn't get more out of it.
You talk a lot, so we definitely want to thank you guys for tuning in to
chanting.
WBBT Atlanta. We want to thank you guys for tuning
and
in.
it's a shirt for me.
Thank you, comedian Kaylee.
It's the shirt for me. It's the shirt for me.
Twerk a lot here.
Thank y'all so much for coming. Good job, London. You know I love you.
All right,
Thank you so much, Christian. I love you.
And of course, I'm your host on WBBT
Thank you.
Atlanta.
When I say she was popping her pussy, that girl in the all black in that black cat suit, she said, pop that motherfucker pussy.
She had a lot of camel toe going on.
Okay. London, you did good.
How was that experience for you, London? I know you didn't know you were going to be called up there, so how was that?
Y'all bitches pulled a one on me. When I tell you, I was scared. I had to get out there and do some shit. Bitch, I ain't no punk hoe. Only with certain shit I am. But but no, I really felt like I really wish I had prepared material, but I really was glad that it came out the way it came out, and always something I could do, improve and stuff on. So that was the first time. Let's see what the second time is gonna give. You know?
Okay. Well, at the very end of the episode, we see a majority of the cast went to Shay Shay's Unity in the Community event. And this is where we get to the infamous shade tree. London, where you going? Oh, okay.
Don't ghost us now, bitch.
You gotta start off like this.
This is where we get to the infamous shade tree. And the shade tree conversation involved Marciano, London, and Jay. I'm trying to get Jay up in here. It doesn't seem like she knows how to access the link to get in here. But if we could get Jay in here to join the link, that would be great.
Is she right? Oh, she right from YouTube. That's why she writing it from. Jay, click on the link. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
I texted to her earlier. I guess she doesn't check her text messages.
Check your text
but
message,
okay.
girl, before we speak on your behalf.
Shade Tree Chronicles.
She said she's coming. So she didn't know that the live was happening an hour ago. So she's still preparing for that. So Marciano, let's come to you. Since it seems like this year, from my opinion, it seems like you're keeping up the mess this year. So,
why does it seem like I'm keeping up the mess?
Because you are.
Really?
You seem to be involved in a lot. Every time there's a conversation
people bringing me
going
to
on.
the mess.
Oh, okay. They're bringing you to.
Is that a word?
They're getting in their car and they're coming to pick you up and then they taking you to the mess. Okay.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't seem like you're opting out of the mess. So since you're not opting out of the mess, since you're not opting out of the mess, and it was kind of loud that there because it was a lot of noise going on. Can y'all bring us into that conversation that y'all were having with Jay? What was that about?
London.
Oh, you want me? Yeah. Okay. So, the conversation came off as because I was like, "Where's this coming from?" When I found out from you that it was coming about this information about the conversation that was had between two parties about the cast,
No,
and I
no,
was
no,
like,
no, 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 no. Hold on. We're not doing that. The conversation that was had between what two parties about who? I hate this
okay,
whole beating around the
yes.
bush
So
stuff.
what happened
Okay.
was since we was looking for the replacement of JT, we decided to talk to me and Jay decided to talk to Marciano because apparently Marciano was talking to Chauncey about the whole replacement of Jay being the replacement of JT, which I was just like, I'm appalled that that even came about because I was like, damn, when it could have been, about his lease that he was signing and everything, actually seeing the paper being signed or docu-signed.
For me,
It,
can you elaborate? Can you elaborate when you say we were looking for the replacement of JT? Who was
no, that
we?
was just no, we wasn't looking for no replacement. It came about. That's all I was just saying. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
No, we wasn't really.
I just like clarification because
Yeah. She turned
people
around like,
take
who was we, bitch?
exactly because people take sound bites of what people say and then they
And they
perceive it as
take it,
truth
yeah,
and they
yeah,
twist it around. So I just
twisted it
want to know
around.
who you were referring to when you said we were
No,
looking for. Okay,
no.
gotcha.
But
Okay.
it just was basically that we just felt like I felt like okay, I'm like this is out of Marciano character, really, to me, So I wanted to like bring it to Marciano, like, girl, what's the tea, girl? What was this really was said? Because I didn't really one believed it that it was really said at first because I'm thinking like they didn't really have no conversation. Chauncey and Jay really never had a conversation, so I'm like that can't be really was real. And then when he kind of confirmed, when Marciano confirmed it, I was like, oh damn. This shit is finna get crazy because that just was just left wind, left field.
Marciano,
I just want, just to be clear about that, in London, I didn't bring it to you. You brought it to me. And when it was under the shade tree, you brought it to me. You asked me who and how and when and how was it stated, right?
Girl, the gag is
right.
The gag is don't get me saying right because I ain't gonna say right, girl.
Right.
I'm gonna say
okay. I'm gonna say right for you. Now honestly, it was brought to the circle because you asked the question, and I said what was said from Chauncey, right?
Standing on what you said.
Because some girl brought it to you, and some girl brought it to Jay, right?
It was a boy girl.
Oh, okay.
It was a what?
That brought a boy girl that brought it to me.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
We don't want to cause any issues, internal issues.
I don't like what we're talking about. Even the viewers are saying the same thing. Who
what they saying? I'm referring to. Okay,
we want to know who you're referring to.
I was talking shit now. So I heard from Reggie.
Oh,
that
the boy girl. Oh, okay.
The boy girl, so that he was like, oh, bitch, it's a replacement of JT, and girl, the girls was talking about it. And I'm like, girl, what? I'm gonna say some shit. Bitch, so that's basically what the tea was. Shocked.
I'm very shocked.
JT said JT said she not with the bullshit, ho.
Okay. This is news to me.
Y'all just gotta stop asking them questions, girl. If y'all want the truth.
This is news to me, so we will get on to that later on.
I've been trying to tell y'all girls be trying to say Marciano done. We got it.
Who was that girl?
All right.
So
that was cute walking by.
I am very confused right now, seeing as y'all said that Reggie brought this information up.
No, don't, see, y'all keep on saying.
Okay,
sorry.
I am very confused right now, seeing as London, you said that Reggie
You
brought
better
this
point right.
information up. So we gonna dive into that a little deeper at a later time because
Okay.
I gotta find out what's going on.
Okay, you just
Um,
text her.
I was
She was getting
just
it too,
sending.
wasn't she?
Like,
hmm
bitch, get your ass in this live right now.
I
Get
was
your
just
ass.
sending a message because that was news to me, and I need to know
But
what's going
but
on.
Brandon, I was
Uh-huh.
brought to the shade tree over some. Yeah.
But it was true. But the truth came out of the shade tree.
So you needed me to confirm.
Mm.
Mm.
It should have been the confirmed tree. Confirmation tree, bitch.
And I fell for it.
Mm.
No, you ain't fell
I know
for
I
it.
did it, honey.
No.
I am so taken aback right now because
But
that just.
obviously all this came about from just the principle of someone talking about someone that they don't know or haven't given a chance to actually meet. And you can't have issues with one person off of another person off of, like, I think, like, he probably heard Terrence say something like that or whatever prior to, and then took that as oh well, girl, just because you said that about that person or bringing up her pronouns and all of that, let me go ahead and say that she's just a replacement. Just can't be just vindictive like that.
And
Okay, so go ahead, Marciano. Go ahead.
and for you to say that as well, I did bring that up to Chauncey's, attention. Like, you got to give people a chance. You do, and that's for anyone. You just can't go off of what you see or what you think or how you feel sometimes, because if you don't know someone, you don't need to go ahead. You don't need to already say this is how I feel about that person.
So
Bitch, don't play,
what,
girl. Don't be closing that door that hard
what,
like that,
Oh,
bitch.
sorry. I didn't mean to slam the
hold,
door. I'm so
hold
Stop
on,
sorry.
playing, girl.
I'm
Brandon,
sorry.
hold on.
I don't look my best right now, but hey, I'm
Uh-uh.
here.
Hold on, Jay. Pause. What was that about Reggie? 'Cause Reggie been at a mess this season.
So it was just brought to my attention a few
Uh-huh.
minutes ago that you were the
Mm-hmm.
person who started this whole conversation about there being a replacement JT by the name of Jay.
Oh, interesting. Well, let's dial back to the first week live when we
One
actually
second, let me get it.
went back to said footage of the said scene, and we saw Chauncey verbatim said it unprovoked that Jay was the JT replacement. Well,
Okay.
action had to say anything.
No, and I understand what you're saying in this moment. You're referring to what we saw on camera. But what was just presented to me here in
Mhm.
this live was that this was something that you had stated prior off camera.
And when did how could how could I say something or talk about something when the first time I heard it, when Chauncey said it to Marciano, and after the filming was done, me, Torrance, and Chauncey and Marciano all was talking about, that's interesting why you say that, and we was all having a laugh and kiki about it.
London,
So
would you
we're
like to
laughing.
elaborate on that?
Okay, so what I'm saying is that when we was at the frat party situation and after we did the
Hey,
whole
Jay.
wrap up scene and everything like
Hey,
that,
Marciano.
a birdie whispered in my ear saying
I called you back today too.
that Chauncey and Marciano was talking about that Jay is the replacement JT. And I said, bitch, I'm gonna have a conversation about it. So soon as I went over to start talking to Jay, that's when the cameras went back up.
Okay, now let's
Was
just
it
stop for a
not?
second. Let's just stop for a second because I want to make sure I'm understanding because I'm a little lost. You're saying that after Chauncey had the scene with Marciano and he brought up Jay as the replacement JT, that
At the
that
fraternity thing.
So
that Reggie called you and told you that?
No, Reggie called me when Reggie and y'all was filming at the fraternity thing. Remember
Okay.
when we came there with the studsmen and all that?
Mm-hmm.
When me, Kaylee, and Liam was all standing and had our wrap up conversation on the trail. When we
Okay.
was done with that, that's when he said it to me. And then when I started to go tell Jay about it, that's when the filming started coming about
The
again.
cameras
Yeah.
came back on
Yeah.
and the mic
And that's how
got
we
it.
get
Okay.
So wait.
Okay.
So basically, y'all telling me because I gave you a beat to talk about for a conversation. Y'all all wrong there?
No, you're not wrong or nothing like that. We just saying that they want to know where the source was. So that's all.
Okay. And now that we have a breakdown on what's happening, it does sound a little misleading, London. Because what you're saying is that Reggie gave you a beat, which a beat, for those who don't know, is just a little nudge of a conversation of something that you should touch base on. So Reggie said, hey, y'all should talk about Chauncey thinking that JT is a replacement. Is that what we're saying?
Yes, that's what happened. Cause I said, hey, this is what was said. You should bring it up to Jay.
Okay, that's exactly how it was said.
Okay,
And
so
but you didn't present it that way, London. So I'm glad we were able
it
to.
was presented
No,
at
you
that
didn't.
moment. At
I
that
said the
moment, it
streets
wasn't
been talking.
presented
Ain't
as.
he part of the streets?
Huh?
Girl,
I said the
you know
streets was
what?
talking.
What were you saying, Jay?
I don't think when it was said and presented, it was more like there was a conversation. At that point, no name was attached to who said it.
Correct. It wasn't supposed to be a name.
It was just like the girls are talking. Like London whispered up to me, like, "Girl, I just want to let you know the girls are talking, and the girls are saying that you're a replacement JT, and that they saying that you are fraternizing with production." And I'm like, what?
That was Kaylee being, and that would be Kaylee just being funny.
And then Kaylee said, "Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that you and so got something going on." And I'm like, and still confused because at this point, I hadn't even had enough interaction with anybody on production to be flirting or to even be talking about I'm going with anybody or doing anything with production. I only saw Brandon and Reggie at Kaylee's event, at Terrence's event, and that's it.
In DeLon's
Spring.
birthday party.
I didn't go to DeLon's. I didn't go to the casting call.
No,
and at this point, we hadn't even did green screens.
Naked, Brandon. I'm naked.
Okay, we just need to see your face, not your body.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
He naked.
Like at this point, I hadn't even been around Reggie enough to be saying, "Oh, he flirting with me," "Oh, he like me," or whatever. I hadn't been around nobody that much. Just
So,
like
Jay,
Chunky hadn't been around me enough to say what he said.
Right.
Do you feel like the girls were just using you as a storyline, or
I do.
or
I feel like
you were?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, do you feel like you were the low hanging fruit? They were like, oh, there's a similarity here. We should use this.
I do feel like that person knew they didn't have nothing going on, so they felt like that was maybe we're gonna take them through a story and to make it bigger than what it was, which it didn't happen. But I mean, I'm glad I could help if that's the help you needed.
We're just gonna call Jay the help this year.
That's right. The help.
The help.
I help
helping the girls out.
Okay.
He finally put his clothes on.
That's a nice hoodie, Reggie.
He put on a hoodie. He ain't put on no clothes.
Oh, okay.
I put clothes on. Thank you very much.
Yes,
I was gonna say, does that mean that you're wearing a hoodie and then your little man parts just dangling? Because we
probably so.
Step back.
I mean, let me shut up because no, they already saying too much.
Reggie, step back.
I don't know what Reggie doing.
Step back.
We look good over here.
It's hanging. I see it's hanging.
Absolutely.
Put me back in the kitchen.
It's fine.
Thank you.
Y'all want me on this live? I'm about to join this live and have a good old time.
Reggie, where my little baby at? My little baby cat.
Yo.
Reggie, if you would just do me a favor when you participate in your adult cigarette, just lean to the side.
Yes, lean.
Just lean to the side when you participate in that, okay?
The conversation under the shade tree was interesting.
Was it?
Jay, tell us about the conversation under the shade tree.
Because I felt like we went there to kind of like get an answer, like to what was really said, but it was almost like I know Marciano was being
in the middle
because he's forming this relationship with Chauncey, and then I'm new, so he's forming a relationship with me. So he don't want to feel like he's in the middle of the mess, but it almost was like pulling teeth trying to figure out what the fuck really was said. And what was the clear, like, how did he say it? What did he say? And what the fuck, why the fuck was it said?
The confirmation tree.
Yeah,
it was a confirmation.
Like, what did he say? Like, it was like at first I felt like you didn't because you were building this bond with Chauncey, you didn't want to say what he really said or how he said it.
For one, I didn't want to bring that person's name up, not Chauncey's name. No, I'm not going at her like that. But for one, I didn't want to bring one person's name up because they're not even part of this cast. True. That's one, just to be respectful.
But
that was the only reason.
At this point, you didn't have to, because their friend already brought them into this, regardless if they're on the show or not. Nobody, from my understanding, nobody mentioned that person until their friend mentioned them. And then once the friend mentioned them, that's when their name has been carried on. Am I wrong?
Not at all.
That's what you're right, Jay.
Huh?
I just think it was like just irrelevant anyway.
I'm just saying. Nobody said her name. Nobody said their name on camera, for as I know of, until her friend mentioned it.
Oh yeah.
So if anybody was bringing her into this situation, it was her friends and nobody else.
I agree. Stand on it.
I'm standing on business, honey.
Well, since we're talking about it, Marciano, man, how does it feel to be like you in the you kind of messed this?
I'm what?
In the middle of the mess this season, Marciano.
Oh, child, London passed that baton to me.
The girl is many things.
Mine's an insertion.
Many things.
The girl is many things, honey. In the mess she is.
They keep me, They keep me in the mess. I'm like, come on, girls.
Who's that girl
right now? She'll go silent.
All y'all.
Girl, cause we ain't did shit, bitch.
Especially that one in the red.
Girl,
hoodie.
I'm talking about Reggie.
Oh, in the red hoodie.
Reggie hasn't done anything messy this whole season.
Y'all don't want me falling for the bait, London.
Huh?
Y'all be falling for the bait.
What bait?
Okay. Keep watching the show.
Right.
Keep watching.
Because I can't answer that question. Because if it was bait given, girl, they got the bait. I did fall for it. Yes.
Period.
Yeah. Period. But yeah. Just keep watching season 2.
Oh, and to go back to what Brandon said earlier about me asking London about his relationship with Chauncey. Mm-hmm. I wasn't trying to be messy, but I was just asking.
No, I was talking shit, girl.
I wasn't trying to be messy. I was just saying, like, I know y'all was friends, and I know some time had passed. I was just wondering, where were your relationship? Like, where were y'all at that point? I didn't know that y'all wasn't at a point where y'all wasn't talking.
Oh no,
so
yeah.
I was just interested to know at that moment.
And that was fine. Like, honestly, no, I just was thinking, like, wait, hold on. As I'm thinking about it today, because at that time I didn't feel offended or nothing like that. I just was just saying, oh well, we can talk about it, whatever the case is, because you are in the group. We should be able to be open to, our different, dynamics of everybody, but get your own opinion of the person. But it was just kind of crazy. I'm learning a lot of stuff about this person that, you know, people really are rooting for us to get back on one accord. But you know, like I'm not seeing it through all the fog that's in the way.
All right, now fall through the way.
Ain't it a fall?
Yeah.
He went deep on that one.
Really?
Yes.
That's good though. I mean,
Was that a word?
That
That's
was a cute word.
That was a word.
Reggie, off topic. Since you are the editor this year with well every year actually, all three past seasons, well 3 seasons, how is it being a camera operator and an editor dealing with all these personalities?
It's probably the most taxing.
I can give my problem in the bag. That's the one.
Yeah, you have so many different personalities. Importantly, you have to tell.
Reggie, you're going in and out.
Fix that cricket phone, sir.
It's not cricket. Unfortunately for you, Marciano. Never mind. I ain't gonna.
Well, fix that singular phone then.
I told Marciano I wasn't gonna talk about him because last time he felt I was having a personal hate crime against him last season. So I ain't gonna say anything to Marciano.
I fight this time
because he's very sensitive.
Not sensitive.
You all sensitive about our shit.
Anyway, like I was saying, before I was really interrupted by somebody who's what they refer to you as, like a stool or a little countertop
couch.
A couch. There you go. So yeah, like I said,
what do the girls refer you as? Boy, girl.
Who, me?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say you calling Jay a boy, girl. That's very working on pronouns, Marciano. Chill
I would say that.
That's what I'm trying. That's what trying to figure that out with you.
He don't want to shake his friend.
You give me that at times. You give me that at times.
I give you that at times. So.
Yeah.
Well, you should know how to keep people on their toes and be very
absolutely. You would know.
I would know because
he would keep them off their toes.
You so short.
Enrique said that Marciano is a recliner.
Perfect, fantastic. That's even better.
I said that he was like one of those foldable beach chairs. Like when you don't need them no more, you just fold them up and just.
I was thinking about
wait till next season, bring them out the closet.
Them single chairs that come with an
ottoman. Oh, girl, if y'all don't get the fuck off of me, bitches.
Girl, they own you,
Marciano. You did to yourself, Marciano.
Let me get the reading, girls.
They are on you.
Marciano, you did to yourself, my dog. You did to yourself.
Don't allow me to get reading, girls. I'm not gonna stop.
Ooh, shit.
But I gave y'all all grace last year, child. Play with it this one.
Anyway, like I was saying before I was really interrupted, the most important job as an editor is to try to tell everybody's story as equally as possible, especially with larger casts. So I think that being the editor for 3 seasons and learning that, you have to tell people stories. So that's probably the hardest part. Just trying to make sure everybody get that equal say, and then also learning to appease the fans as well, not being too long-winded with scenes and stuff like that. Just make sure you kind of get in and out with the point. So I think to answer your question simply, it's hard. It's hard to deal with all these personalities, man. It really is, man. You have some personalities that kind of bland and dull. Then you have very over the top personalities.
Who are those people?
Huh? Okay.
Who are those people that are bland, and then who's the people that are over the top? Don't they up with
So
Brandon went in for the save, baby.
Let's go.
That nigga go say it. That nigga go say it.
So Reggie, back to you really fast. I know we're not done with this current season, but out of all 3 seasons that you've been a part of, what so far is your favorite season, and what's a moment that sticks out for you that we have seen?
That we have seen. Okay. Well, I ain't gonna. I like the energy of this cast this season better. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just like how I know it's kind of cliche, call it recency bias, but it's kind of like it just feels better. It's not I feel like we're more seasoned. We're not as stressed out, or you know what I'm saying, like we have more help on the production side of things. Not to throw shade at anybody, the cast nor us, but it's like there is like it's more of a story. Like I feel like there's more of a line. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not people are not saying what the fuck is going on. Like we have everything we're showing is a purpose. I think everybody on the cast is on one track mind, and we see what the end term is. So yeah, I feel like this
Baby dad.
This season. I'm definitely looking forward to the more because we have a lot to unpack, a lot to see. It's
Smiling. I can't stand you, Reggie.
I can. All I can say is we gotta buckle up because we're about to turn up a notch in these next couple episodes.
I can tell.
Okay.
I can tell the way this one.
I'm very much so not available during the second half of.
I do want to say this though, and this is to any fans watching or to the cast. First I'm gonna address the cast. I think the cast has done excellent when it comes to the blogs and not coming at each other in any kind of way. I think even though things have been, and Brandon probably can agree with this, I think has been very mild starting off, and you know, been a little shade here and there, but I think the cast has handled themselves professionally enough, and I think that's why I said the energy is a little bit better this time going around.
I mean, I will agree with you on that. I think that people are handling things very, very well, but it's also only episode 3 because, as we know, it's a lot of shit that happened this season. A lot. Some things that made it to the blogs, some things that didn't make it to the blogs. So, like, we just getting started. Like, it's a lot left to happen. So,
what about you, Brandon? As a producer, have you are you like me? You have a recency bias, or have you are you a fan of another season or a moment that stuck out to you? Like, what about you?
I do enjoy this season, the current season, out of any of the other seasons, and I don't know if that's just because the personalities or just the flow of everything, or if it's just the fact that it's the recent season. Like, for me, it's hard to say because I know every season that we're filming, I hate it. I'm over it. I want to stop. I want it to be over with. I can't stand. Like, I get so high strung and stressed out while we're filming, so I just be ready for it to be over with. And now that we're in the process of watching these stories unfold and watching people connect to them, I am excited for it. Like, this is my favorite as of right now. But a moment that sticks out for me, this is so random, I don't know why it's in my head, but Norris with the 72-inch TV was a moment for me when he invited everybody over to his house because he was like, I got a 72-inch TV, we're gonna have a karaoke and all that stuff, and then everybody gets over there and it's a projector that does not work. For me, that was hilarious. Like, you could not write this. Like, it was one of those moments. So yeah.
Who coming through that door?
Right. Does anybody else have
why
anything?
You think I do have neighbors in London.
So your neighbors just randomly walk into your house?
That wasn't mine. Thank you very much.
Also, so you can hear your neighbor's door that good in your house. Y'all got some thin ass walls.
So do.
Hey, they listening. They listening.
You gotta get better about lying, Reggie. Anyway,
yeah.
So is there anything else that anybody wants to touch on?
Are you a fat bitch?
The shade starts early.
You know what? I really thought this episode was going to be the episode where the shit hits the fan because of how the second episode ended.
Mm-hmm.
But now I see that I feel like next episode for me is where the shit's gonna hit the fan.
But I mean, Jay, if you had to do some like, what say that you think next is gonna be the one that hits the fan? Like, why?
Because of how it ended with asking me, "Are you tired of the comparison?" Because I feel like, because I know what I said and what I have done in like confessional. So I feel like now I really thought it was gonna be this week. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be this episode that they gonna show it, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm just ready for it to let it go. But now I feel like it might be the next 2 episodes, but I really feel like the shit, like it's really the dial is about to get turned on who Jay is and how Jay feels about this whole comparison thing.
Ooh, so the shade comes out.
Now the shade is about to come. Now I feel like people gonna be trying to react.
Try
to react to get some attention. But
anybody else?
Brandon over there dying, bitch. Brandon over there dying.
Anybody else have anything they want to talk about? Say.
Yeah, I do. Can you show me your microwave?
Girl, I'm so tired of you in this microwave.
Can you send me that picture?
Girl.
Send you what picture?
The picture that I want, the red picture. Since Mr. Picture Taker is in this live, he should be able to do it quickly.
Yeah, I want
anyway. Anyone else have anything they want to talk about?
If you want y'all pictures, it's gonna cost y'all some extra change.
Child, every time you say that, you never give us a price, and you never tell us.
I have gave a price.
You ain't gave me no price.
I gave a price before.
Who you gave it to? You clearly didn't give it to the right one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have gave it to the broke people of the cast.
You
they know who they know. They know who they are.
I'm sorry
for the cliffhangers.
The clip.
Tell me, because I want.
Who are they, Reggie?
Who are the broke people of the cast? Well, ask the same. Oh, that should be easy, Wanda. You should know the same people who never showed up to a paid event last season or this season.
Oh,
well, that wasn't me, so I don't know what you're talking about.
So we'll keep watching season 2 of Set It Off Atlanta, and you'll see who wasn't at these paid events, and that should tell you.
I mean, how many paid events did we have?
You're right, because apparently y'all had there was a lot of free events, and then there was like Kaylee did say this episode her best friend paid for y'all to get in.
But then hold on now, that ain't how I remembered it.
Oh, not that what she said in her confession?
That's what she said in their confession, but that ain't how I remembered it.
How you remember it, Jay?
I remember us going.
I don't remember.
I remember us going, and then they had said something about pen, and then she said she talked to the lady, and then we end up just walking in.
Well,
but I don't know. Maybe somebody did pay. I don't know. I had my coin, so if I needed to pay, I could pay. But because clearly,
it was revealed to production that her best friend paid for y'all to get in. So y'all should have been. I hope y'all wasn't rude and y'all actually said thank you to said people.
Well, first of all, I didn't know nobody paid for us. First of all,
if I knew, if I
would have knew, I would have said thank you. Clearly, I sat there and bought. Clearly, I bought chicken, a food that I didn't even eat, because clearly, never mind. But clearly, we're gonna leave that where it is. But yeah,
I'm confused.
Not minus the fashion.
Who said that?
Clearly, that's what my name says, minus the fashion. But clearly, continue to watch the season, and you will see the fashions. Okay. Clearly, you can already see in just this episode. I gave you how many looks this episode?
Yeah,
I believe there was 3.
I gave you three confessional looks. Right.
And I believe some other people only did 1. But anyway,
but who ain't got no fashion?
What you say? Well, I believe. Well, Brandon, if you being technical, I believe there was somebody who had 1 and it been the same since the first episode in the same scene.
Well, and they also.
Oh, you went in a different direction than where I was going, but you were.
I see where he went. but they also had that same outfit on in the episode.
Mm.
But I mean, I the one ain't got. I don't have no fashion, but I gave y'all 1, 2, 3. How many look? At least 4 looks in this one episode. Because I gave you the tracksuit from London's event, the tan and denim look from Kaylee's event. What other event we got in this episode? Plus, I gave you 3 confessional looks. So
Jay, have you been staying on your assignment that you kept bugging production about? Have you been posting these pictures of your outfits?
First of all, I have them. Yes, I have them. No, I have not posted them yet because that outfit that I wore to Kaylee's thing, I couldn't remember what bag that I had with that. So I didn't want to post the pictures of the outfit without the correct bag. But I got them, and I will be posting all the outfits and all the looks that I have worn since the cast meet the cast video.
That hand, bitch. The bitch with that hand like that, bitch. She's serious.
Right.
Don't talk.
Actually, here's on my red. Here's on my red look right here on the man.
Yes.
I forgot to ask the cast this. How y'all feel that y'all been they are
Yes,
intro
that bitch in her closet.
like well, you know, cast, y'all always been part of history that Set It Off Atlanta has been always told that we have the best intro. Like in the web series world. How does that make y'all feel that y'all are part of that?
I'll let you know when I see the right intro.
The right intro? You sure you're not seeing the right intro?
I need to get Botox.
I'm about to drop him.
Don't do London like that.
This bitch over there busy, bitch. She over there busy.
That was quick.
Wasn't that a quick one, girl?
That was quick.
Did she snatch her up?
London, what you mean? London, what you mean that is not the right intro?
Huh?
What's wrong with the intro?
Oh,
I want to say, but I'm scared I'm gonna get the pulled off of me.
No, hold up, Brandon, stop it. Somebody tell me what's wrong with the intro. I want to know. I take construction.
You know this.
Editing issues with.
we can't hear her. I want to hear her.
Well,
you gotta do some editing. You gotta fix some editing issues in there.
Okay, definitely. I will. Me and the production team will go look at the said.
Oh, Brandon said he ain't looking at shit because it's right.
Oh, is that right, Enrique? Got it.
Oh, she's taking the girls off.
That's okay.
Oh, Enrique.
Well,
but you know what? I'm gonna tell you, like I told Brandon, that picture from the first promo, the red picture at the end, I absolutely love that picture. I feel like in that picture, we look like a cast. Like we look fucking good. That's the one. Well, I look good all the time, but
no, I said that's the first time our cast look like a cast.
Oh yeah, like the cast, like everybody looks good. Even we all had on our red. We did all our variations of red, but it still looked like a cast. Like we look like a show cast. And I want that picture. I think that picture is so pretty. And I told
Coming
Brandon,
soon, Jay.
Thank
Coming
you.
soon.
I told Brandon this before. Like that picture, that's a sexy picture.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I keep trying my best to round up this conversation. Y'all keep bringing other stuff up again, so I'm going to ask one more time. Does anybody have anything else they want to say? Because I'm ready to go.
Not you ready to go.
I got one more question, Brandon.
I got things to do.
What you got to do, Brandon?
He got to go get happy endings. He got.
She got somebody walking in her background.
No. I give y'all Thursdays, so it's all for y'all. Okay, so I don't schedule.
Oh wait, Brandon, I have one more serious question. Seriously.
What?
Cass, don't y'all feel like Brandon does such a great job hosting these lives?
He does.
He does.
The after show, he does really well. I told him that too. He does really, really good.
Brandon, it's official, nigga. You are the
You are
new
official.
host.
It's so nice to see you from behind the camera and in front of the camera.
You're so over
doing
it.
something that normally you probably would do.
It's progression, Brandon. You don't break the camera when you come on camera no more. I'm proud of you.
You're welcome, Jay, since everybody wanted to fight me on the red. Well, thank you, Enrique.
First
Even
off,
though red is my
Enrique.
favorite color, so I didn't have a mind with the.
First
I
off,
with the right.
Enrique's capping because I chose the color red this season.
Well, red is my favorite color.
Well,
I didn't
girl,
have a
anyway,
problem with
again.
red. I just had a problem with trying to find something that I actually like.
Again, I've been trying to round this live up for the longest. Y'all taking too long for me. But thank y'all so much for coming in here. We want to give a special shout out to the one and only Marciano King for being a part of the live tonight. Also want to give a huge shout out to the one and only London Gordon for being a part of the live tonight. As well as we would like to give a shout out to Confused Reggie Daniels for coming into the chat today. Reggie, thank you so much for being here, but we would love it if you would get to editing on episode 4 so that we're on time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jay